Hi guys. Um, just wanted to share something with you guys today. I guess I'm gonna make the topic "Don't give up being human." The reason why I say that is because I know from time to time, look, I look kind of pregnant. I know from time to time it gets kind of hard. I think for all of us, especially in today's world where it seems like everyone or seems like the majority are selfish, self-absorbed, lack of compassion, kindness. Uh, I wonder if anybody even wants to try anymore to be kind. Um, I know it's hard to do because I'm on the same journey, you know. I beat myself up sometimes, but I wouldn't consider beating myself up in a bad way, but it's towards a positive goal. And I try to always tell myself every day, okay, Joel, you wasn't so good yesterday. You wasn't so kind yesterday to other people. Try harder the next day. Okay, be kind because we need that a lot in this world lately. I need it. I think everyone needs it, and it just touches the heart when you see someone show that act of kindness, and it can become contagious when you see someone doing it. Then it inspires you to do the same thing too. So that's what I'm trying to say in a way. Like, I don't expect perfection out of no one, not even myself. And I don't, if I'm hard, I'd rather be hard on myself than on others. And I just wake up and I feel like crap if at the end of the day I knew that I didn't need to go that route, or I didn't need to get upset at this person, or I could have handled it better in another way, but I chose not to because I got so self-involved in my own emotions that I didn't think about the big picture. You know, I tell myself sometimes, before you go and get, you know, all stupid with someone or mouth off or say something wrong, whatever, try to remind yourself that even if that person was the one that got stupid with you, there's a big possibility they probably went through some shitty crap at the beginning of their day. And they're in the same boat that I am. We make a mistake, we get so lost in our anger and our emotions that we just forget, and then we attack without thinking. And then I guess for those who have a conscience, you feel like shit afterwards because you know that you handled it wrong and you could have done better. And so that it keeps me motivating me to just even sometimes put myself in place and say, you know what, you were wrong. Tomorrow you got to do better. You got to be nicer. Bite your tongue. Especially these days, sometimes I think it's worth biting your tongue and not saying anything, because these days, honey, if you just pop off, sometimes even if you pop off nice, people ain't playing no more. People do not want to, well, a lot of people, not everyone, a lot of people don't want to use their words and their intelligence to, you know, come back at you. No. These days, people will pull out a gun, a knife, or fight with you or something, even if the problem or what caused the situation in the first place was so small, so minute, that when you go home, you realize, I can't believe I argued over this. And you especially feel like that and regret being like that if you end up in jail. Then you really be like, damn, what the hell? When I think about it, I didn't need to do this. The matter was so small that it didn't need to escalate to this, and now I'm in jail. But you'd be surprised, even those who go through that, they still come out of jail and still keep on being the same way. The reason why I'm saying all of this is because I know I'm talking so much and I'm not getting to the point. The reason why I say all this is because I hope that maybe in some way my journey can also become your journey. And maybe we can finally all connect in some way and understand each other and try every day to be kind, respectful, even if it sometimes means just not opening our mouths and popping off. Maybe the best solution sometimes is not to say anything at all. Or unless you see an injustice, then I don't know. That's kind of like you got to be careful and choose your battles, I guess. But anyway, let me get to the reason why I said that. I'm on the train today, right, heading home, and the train was crowded as usual in New York City. That's already one stress right there that can just make anybody pop off, even if you're not having a bad day. There's just something about the trains when you get in and all that tightness. Oh, it just agitates a person because all you want is just a little bit of space, especially in the morning or coming out of work. And so I'm on the train, and it was crowded. And then around Harlem, the doors open, and there was this man outside. He was in a wheelchair, and I guess his girlfriend wasn't right next to him or whatever. Well, let me tell you, he was not having it. He was yelling and screaming, saying, "I don't care what happens. I'm not gonna let this train move until somebody gets up out of the handicap seat because that doesn't belong to you, and give it to me because that's supposed to be for people like me." And nobody was moving or anything like that, and I would just so happen to be sitting next to a woman who was sitting in the handicap seat, and there was nothing wrong with her. But anyway, he was popping and popping off, and the train was being delayed. It was not moving because he was determined, and it just kept on like that. And I guess somehow, some way, just so that the train doesn't delay more, you know, the crowd just tried to push each other more in so that he could fit in, even though he didn't get the handicap seat. But they pushed him and he got in. But he was complaining and bitching or whatever, right? So I was like, oh my goodness, like this can get worse. Who knows? So I took a chance and did something. Now this could have gone a whole different way. That next thing you know, it would have been even a bigger drama, and then I'll be involved in all this. But I wanted to take a chance, and sometimes it really does pay off when, if your delivery is kind, then maybe you might get what you want. So I asked the lady, she was a Spanish lady, and I told her, mi amor, do you mind if you can, give him your seat because this is a handicapped seat, I really appreciate it, whatever. She got up. She obliged. So she got up and she obliged. And then the seat became available. And he saw that the seat was available. But he was still complaining and bitching. And then so I came out and tried to say, "Sir, it's available for you now. It's right here. You don't need to be angry anymore. It's right here for you. It's waiting for you to take advantage of it." And so he did, still bitching and complaining, whatever. And then I realized that, he was drunk. But that shouldn't matter. Somebody pointed out saying, "Hey, you need to calm down. You're acting a little bit too feisty," and I know it's because you're drinking. And, that almost escalated. But the guy, he calmed down. The guy who told him that, he didn't pursue that argument. He just let it go. And then, so the guy got his handicap seat. But you know what really stunned me? Not stunned me, like, I guess it kind of like broke my heart in a way. At first, it didn't register, and then it registered in my head after I went over it. There was these 3 teenage girls, right, on the other side of the door of the train, the door that doesn't open. And before the guy in the wheelchair got on the train, one of the girls literally was saying out loud, I guess because she thought she was funny, she was trying to be, sometimes you don't have to say the meanest and stupid things just to be popular or just to have people like you, or because you think that's so funny. Like, try maybe hitting that thing that's called compassion in you. Maybe it might be so small, but if you have to punch it so it can come alive. Because what she said, it was like, wow, I can't believe she said that. She said out loud, "Yo, push him out. He ain't gonna do nothing. If you push him out, what he can do? He can't get up. He's in a wheelchair." And she started laughing with the other 2 girls. And I'm like, wow, so not just you just said something wrong, but then you would think maybe 1 out of the 3 might say, "Hey, That's not nice. No, they laughed along with her like it was the ultimate joke for today. They laughed at her saying that type of stuff, and she kept on saying that, and then she kept on getting lower. That showed me right there she's such a coward. Because once the finally guy come in, why you gotta lower your voice? If you're so brave to pop off like that, then you should be brave enough for him to hear you, right? Like you said, what's he gonna do? It's not like he can get up. And that broke my heart in a way. To see that broke my heart. That broke my heart. Not in a way. That broke my heart and it made me so disappointed. And I was looking towards her and I was like, wow, how can you say that? I mean, what if that was your mother or father in that wheelchair? Would you like it if somebody just screamed out and said, push them out, push them out? It's not like they're going to do anything. It's not like they're going to get up and do anything. Push them out. One, that would make you angry. Two, it will probably break your heart if you still have some compassion still left in you, at least for your family. So why even bother even turning that into a joke or saying something like that? Why not? That could be your mother and father. Or you know what? That might be you one day, because we don't know what happens in this world. You don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow. And I kind of, yeah, I see why. I don't expect you to believe what I believe. I respect, I'm just my own personal experience. I see why God wants you to be kind and compassionate so that you don't turn into that, and so that hopefully because your compassion and kindness outweighed your stupidity and unkindness, that you might be lucky you might not end up in a wheelchair like that guy. Like I said, we don't know the future. It can happen to any one of us. And it just broke my heart to see a teenage girl say that with such conviction. I said, it just didn't matter, but I bet you it would matter if it was a father or mother in that wheelchair. So the point I'm trying to say is, as hard as it is to do, especially in the chaos that's happening all over the world lately, and even in our own backyard, try to be kind. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, I'm on the same journey, and I'm not doing good either. And every day I will keep on reminding myself, you got to do better. You got to do better. Not just for others, for yourself, for your well-being, and in my case, for my salvation. I want to get good marks and good points with God, not bad ones. I don't, and even if I didn't believe in a God, but I'm glad I do, I wouldn't, those are the type of points I would not want to get. Being nasty, or being nasty and then afterwards not even having a conscience to feel at least guilty afterwards that you said or did something that was nasty or bad or wrong. So guys, just, I believe, and I'm not going to lose that faith. I'm not going to lose that belief that there are still good people out in the world. And there are people that are trying every day. And I walk that same journey with you. And I say, don't give up. Don't give up, because that's what separates you from chaos. And that actually can be a gift or blessing to someone else who needed it. So I'm sorry I talked too much. And I hope this helps someone out on their journey trying to be kind, or at least maybe help someone out who is not kind, and maybe this will struck a chord in them, and maybe they can change their path. And at least, if you can't be perfect, just try every day. If I can still get up and not quit, that's already a blessing for me. So, sorry to talk too much, guys, and I just want to say peace and love, and don't give up trying to be a good human being every day. Don't give up, especially when you have younger people or children that look up to you. Don't give up, okay? Bye, guys. Peace and love. Mwah.